Good morning, dear students. Now let's start today's lesson. Today I'll prepare for you some presentation. And now let's start. Okay, students, before starting today's lesson, I'll prepare for you some pictures. You should look at these pictures and you should guess today's topic. So, now students, look at the pictures. And please answer the following questions. So, where are the people? And what do you see? What do you do when you visit this place? For example, visit museums, take a bus or tower, visit mosques, visit dungeon, try local food, buy souvenirs, go shopping, attend local cultural events, festivals, and others. So, students, can you guess today's topic? Yeah, students, you're right. Today our topic is visit my town. So, as you know, we live in Bukhara, and Bukhara is an ancient city in the Central Asia, which is situated on a sacred hill, the place where sacrifices were made by a fire worshippers in the springtime. The city was mentioned in a holy book, Avesta. Bukhara city is supposed to be founded in the 13th century BC during the reign of Seleucids, who came to power 980 years before the Alexander the Great. And as you know, Bukhara lies the west of Samarkand and was once a center of learning renowned throughout the Islamic period, and its hometown of the great Sheikh Bahauddin Naqshband. He was a central figure in the development of the mystical Sufi approach to philosophy. Okay, students, now I would like to mention that, so the outline of today's lesson. So the first one is how to talk about your hometown. And the second one, how to make a video about your hometown. And the third one, how to make a project work about your hometown. And now, students, introducing your hometown. The first one is, so, for example, sometimes when we speak about our hometown, we use the simple sentence, but it's wrong. For example, I live in a city. I live in a town. I live in a village. Instead of this, we should use I live in Bukhara. It's a historic city. Or I live in New York. It's a huge city. Or I live in Paris. It's a capital city. So the next one. Adding backgrounds and details. So, when you speak about your hometown, you should speak about its famous things. For example, you should answer the following questions. What's your hometown famous for? Or can you think of some words which you could use to describe your hometown? Or how long have you lived there? For example, I live in Paris. It's a capital city. It's famous for its landmarks such as Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame Cathedral, or the Louvre. It's also well known for its food, of course. The second example. I live in Bukhara. It's a huge, bustling, and historic city. It's famous for historic places which attract tons of tourists around the world. The next example. I live in a small town called Banbury. I have been living there for about 5 years, since I finished university. It's a pretty sleepy place, to be honest. Okay, students, we have some useful vocabulary when we describe our hometown. Now, look at, for example, in this, look at this example. Paris is famous for its landmarks, such as the Eiffel Tower. In this sentence, you should see the word landmarks. So, landmark is a famous place or a building. Okay, the next one. Tashkent is a bustling city. In this sentence, we can see the word bustling. Bustling. It means full of lively activity. For example, is your city bustling or sleepy? So, what does it mean, the word sleepy? Sleepy is having little activity. Bustling, full of lively activity. So they are antonyms. So students, besides that, today I'll prepare for you some listening tasks. Now, here the task 1, people are visiting city. Where are they? Listen and put numbers in the picture. Now let's start. Okay, students, now let's check attendance. Now let's check your answers. So 1E, 2B, 3A, 4D, 5F, and 6C. Okay, students. Now, students, today I'll prepare for you some collocations. And now let's learn these collocations. So the first one, a sprawling city spread over a large area. So the next one, bumper to bumper traffic. It means so many cars and so close that they are almost touching each other. The next one, innocent roar, very loud noise, which never stops. The next one, run down buildings in very bad condition. The next one, cobbled streets. It means made of a regular pattern of stones. The next one, city skyline. It means city with high buildings. The next, quaint old buildings means attractive because of being unusual and especially old-fashioned. Bake back, it means come back. The next, upmarket shops for people with expensive tastes. The next, rather pricey, means expensive in a negative sense. The next, overpriced restaurants, very expensive. The next, the inner city. It's the central part of a city where poor people live and where there are often social problems. The next, comfortable suburb means a place from which many people travel in order to work in a bigger town or a city. The next, historic means important or likely to be important in history. So if you see, there are some examples, for example, historic buildings, historic day or moment. Most of the time, students are confused with these words. The historic and historical. So, historical means connected with the study or representation of things from the past. For example, historical documents, historical novels. But historic is important or likely to be important in history. For example, historic buildings at historic day or monument. So, and there are some collocations lined with shops, fashionable clubs, the payment cafes, the tree-lined avenues, the residential areas, high-rise flats, and industrial zones. Students, as you see, I didn't give you the definition for them, but the next time I'll ask you the definition of the words. So, now, today I'll prepare for you some tests, multiple choice. Now, read this sentence and try to guess the answer. So, fill in the gaps. The first one, for example, it's full of which are too expensive for me. So, A, the residential areas, B, rundown buildings, and C, upmarket shops. Okay, students, can you find the answer? Yeah, you're right, it's C. So the full answer is that it's full of upmarket shops, which are too expensive for me. So the next task, complete this sentence. There was bumper to bumper. So the answers, A, zones and some large supermarkets. B, traffic all the way to the airport. C, runs from the castle to the river. So, can you guess the answer? Yes, you're right. This is B. There was bumper to bumper traffic all the way to the airport. You're right, students. So, the next. Saying when you speak about your hometown, you should speak what you like about your hometown. For example, I love living in Bukhara. It's got such a rich culture and there is always something interesting going on. Or Shanghai is a great place to live. It's a real 20-hour city and you can meet people from all over the world. Or living in Banbury suits me. It's a quiet place and small enough that you can get to know your neighbors and have a sense of community. And the next one, there are some usable phrases when you speak about your hometown. For example, I love living in Paris. It's got such a rich culture and there is always something interesting going. Shanghai is a great place to live. It's a real 24-hour city and you can meet people from all over the world. Living in a Banbury suits me. It's a quiet place and it's small enough that you can get to know your neighbors and you have a sense of community. Okay, saying what you dislike about your hometown. Now, look, Paris is a great, but the cost of living is really high. That can be stressful because you are always thinking about money and how to make ends meet. Or Tashkent is an exciting place, but it's really crowded and it can be exhausting to live there. Air quality can be an issue, particularly in summer. Or the third example, Belgrade is nice, but sometimes I find it a bit boring. There is not much nightlife and sometimes it feels a bit cut off from the wider world. So students, when you speak about your hometown, you mentioned about the both of the side. I mean, your likes and your dislikes about your hometown. Don't forget about this. So the next one, there are some useful phrases. So if you see, the cost of living is really high, or you are always thinking about money and how to make ends meet. This is the useful phrases for you. Or in this sentence, it can be exhausting to live there. Air quality can be an issue. This is the second example. Or the next one, there is not much nightlife, or it feels a bit cut off from the wider world. This is one of the useful phrases. So, describing your hometown has changed over time. For example, look at this example. Paris has changed a lot in the last 20 years. It's much more international and much more expensive than it used to be. However, the soul of the city is still there. Paris will always be Paris. If you see, in this sentence, you can see some changes. So the comparison to the history and nowadays. Or the next one, Tashkent is almost unrecognizable compared to 20 or 30 years ago. The city has expanded so much, both physically and economically. It's amazing when you see old photos of the city. Scenes are so different now. Or the next one, useful language. There are some examples. After the lesson, maybe you should do this task. Okay, review. Now, look at this one. I live in Bukhara. It's the second largest city in Uzbekistan, and it's a beautiful place to live. I've lived here all my life and cannot imagine to live somewhere else. It has such a rich culture, and I think because the city's history has a mix of Uzbek and ancient influence. I think that's why I like it here. It's a unique place. Traffic can be an issue in the city center, but public transport is very good. The city has, has not changed much in the last 20 years, although there are certainly more and more tourists these days. Okay, students. So your home task is that students, you should prepare some sample video and you should do. So first of all, you should decide what you want to talk about: monuments, food, or national sport activities, or handicrafts. You should choose one of them, and you should do a research on the topic you have chosen. Gather all the information and write your script for the video. And don't forget, upload your video on the Moodle. So students, our lesson is over. Goodbye. One moment.